Mexico Travel Guide. Mexico is an incredible country to backpack around, drive through, or just vacation in. There's a ton of stuff to do here, and the locals are some of the friendliest people on the planet. From Mayan ruins and lush jungles, to pristine Pacific Coast surf beaches, to Mexico City's art and food scene, to Mezcal, to beautiful Oaxaca, Mexico is just amazing. Gorge yourself on delicious tacos, tostadas, tamales, sopas, seafood, and mole, to name a few items from Mexico's very long list of traditional dishes. In today's video, we are going to give you an amazing Mexico travel guide that will help you get out of the touristy towns, explore the country, and fall in love with what you discover. Without further ado, let's hop into the video. First off, best places to visit in Mexico. Cancun and the Mayan Riviera. Lying along a beautiful stretch of coastline on the Gulf of Mexico are the resort destination of Cancun, Playa del Carmen, the island of Cozumel, and beyond. Collectively, these are known as the Riviera Maya. This magnificent area along the eastern edge of the Yucatan Peninsula attracts some 5 million visitors each year, in the process generating huge tourist revenues. Despite these numbers, you're unlikely to feel like a part of the crowd due to the Riviera's wide beaches, endless crystal clear water, and plethora of best all-inclusive resorts. The area also boasts numerous fun things to do, such as dolphin and stingray swims, snorkeling among reefs and tropical fish, as well as scuba diving in the world's largest underwater museum, a spectacular collection of sculptures submerged at depths of up to 8 meters. Puerto Vallarta. Another of Mexico's increasingly popular beach destinations is the Pacific coastal city of Puerto Vallarta. Often shortened to just Vallarta, the city first appeared on the vacation radar in the 1960s as a playground for North America's social elite and has since become extremely popular among foreigners looking for second homes in a sunny, warmer climate. Many parts of it remain untouched by modern development. Nowadays, thanks to the many things to do in Puerto Vallarta, the city is as likely to attract an older cruise ship audience looking to swim with the dolphins as it is younger travelers looking for adventure, found here in activities as diverse as paragliding and jet skiing. Copper Canyon, Mexico's Grand Canyon. Chihuahua, one of Mexico's most northerly states, it shares the border with New Mexico in the U.S., is home to one of the country's most visited natural attractions, the stunning Copper Canyon Barranca del Cobre. Located in a region known as the Sierra Madre Occidental and consisting of a spectacular group of deep canyons, Copper Canyon is in fact larger and deeper than its better-known cousin, the Grand Canyon, taking its name from the distinctive copper-green coloring along the steep canyon walls. These amazing natural structures were formed by 6 rivers that converge in the Rio Fuerte before draining into the Gulf of California. Mexico City's historic center. Mexico City is not only the capital of the country and the seat of government, it is one of the country's most popular alternative travel destinations thanks to its many world-class museums, art galleries, and attractions. Don't be put off by its size. Instead, focus your efforts on the historic city center Centro Histórico de la Ciudad, a 15-square-kilometer UNESCO World Heritage Site boasting more than 1,400 important colonial buildings from the 16th to the 19th centuries. Chichen Itza, the Mayan metropolis. A popular day trip for those visiting Cancun and Playa del Carmen, or the Yucatan capital of Mérida, the magnificent Mayan city of Chichen Itza is one of Mexico's most visited archaeological sites, as well as one of the biggest and best restored. Highlights of a visit to this UNESCO World Heritage Site are numerous. A must-see here is the massive El Castillo, also known as the Pyramid of Kukulkan, and at 30 meters high, the site's tallest structure. Guanajuato. Known as an art city, Guanajuato is home to many fine galleries, as well as interesting museums. none more so than the Museum of Quixote, dedicated to the works of Spanish writer Miguel de Cervantes. The city also hosts Latin America's most important festival in honor of the writer, the International Cervantino Festival. The ancient fortress of Tulum. Famous as the only fortified Mayan settlement located on the coast, the ancient city of Tulum is one of the Yucatan Peninsula's most visited attractions. In the Mayan Riviera, and within easy reach of the beaches of Cancun, Playa del Carmen, and Cozumel, the site's well-preserved ruins can be seen for miles around due to their location atop 12-meter-high cliffs overlooking the beautiful Caribbean Sea. Tulum is also famous for its tall walls, giving the site the feel of a fortress and suggesting a military as well as religious significance. Mérida, Yucatan's White City. The capital of Yucatan, Mérida, is one of Mexico's finest old colonial cities and is perfectly located to serve as a base from which to explore the region's many fine Mayan sites, including Chichen Itza and Tulum. It's an equally popular day trip or overnight stopover from the resorts of the Mayan Riviera. Established in 1542 by the Spanish, Mérida is laid out on a grid pattern, making it easy to explore its numerous attractive parks and fine old buildings. Cozumel, Island Life. Many are attracted to Cozumel by the superlative diving experiences to be enjoyed around its coral reefs. These beautiful locations are rich with fish and other marine life, and it's relatively easy to include at least a little underwater activity by booking a diving experience through your resort or ahead of your travel, or simply grabbing a pair of flippers and a mask when you get here. Let's talk about accommodation. Mexico is incredibly budget-friendly. Unless you're out spending lots of money in touristy areas, it's really easy to visit Mexico on a budget. In Mexico, hostels start at 160 Mexican pesos per night for a dorm bed, but the average is closer to 200 Mexican pesos. Free Wi-Fi and free breakfast are both common, as are self-catering facilities. Private hostel rooms average about 500 Mexican pesos a night. For budget hotels, expect to pay 700 Mexican pesos for a basic room in a 2-star hotel. These 2-star rooms typically include an in-suite bathroom and free Wi-Fi, but not always air conditioning. Food. You'll find a lot of rice, beans, fruits, and veggies like tomatoes, corn, avocado, and peppers in Mexican cuisine. Typical Mexican dishes include tacos, mole, a sauce with lots of ingredients, often including chocolate, salsa, enchiladas, tamales, stuffed corn pockets, pozole hominy stew topped with onion, avocado, and chili guacamole. How to get around Mexico. Bear in mind, Mexico is a large country, and journeys between key destinations can be very long. Although public transportation is frequent and reasonably efficient everywhere, taking an internal flight at least once may be worthwhile for the time it saves. If you're traveling around Mexico on a budget, buses are your best bet. Only a couple of tourist train routes exist: the Copper Canyon Railway in Chihuahua and the Tequila Express from Guadalajara. Ferries connect Baja California with the Pacific mainland, and smaller boats serve islands off the coast. Driving in Mexico requires care, but renting a car is often an extremely good way of quickly seeing a small area that would otherwise take days to explore using public transport. When to go to Mexico. Mexico is a year-round destination, with most visitors sticking on the whole to the highlands in summer and the coast in winter. June to October is generally the rainy season, though the intensity of rainfall varies from place to place. Late winter is a traditional tourist season, December through April, the busiest months. November is probably the best time to visit Mexico, with the rains over, the land still fresh, and the peak season not yet begun.